He's trying it all to get that wall. So Trump declared a national emergency, allocating $8 billion from various Fed agencies to fund construction. Talked about it in the Rose Garden on Friday. I wonder, in declaring a national emergency, will he then be sued?
We will have a national emergency, and we will then be sued, and they will sue us in the Ninth Circuit, even though it shouldn't be there, and we will possibly get a bad ruling.
And then what?
And then we'll end up in the Supreme Court, and hopefully we'll get a fair shake, and we'll win in the Supreme Court, just like the band. They sued us in the Ninth Circuit, and we lost.
And then what?
And then we lost in the appellate division, and then we went to the Supreme Court, and we won.
All right. I don't know if he's president or Dr. Seuss. Now, he only got a little over $1 billion in the budget. They could try Ted Cruz's idea, take the money seized from drug lords and pay for the wall that way. El Chapo's, they like that. I don't know how you do it, but El Chapo is said to be worth $14 billion, and that's a lot of wall. But Trump also took the wall campaign in a different direction earlier this week.
Today, we started a big, beautiful wall. The walls that they were building were so unattractive and so ugly that walls got bad names. We're getting a beautiful looking structure.
You see what he's doing? He's making the wall sexy. Because sex sells, so why not use it to sell the wall?
Hey there. Are you looking for the hottest border security this side of the Rio Grande? Do you love long, beautiful slats, raw, naked steel, and sexy barriers that are see-through in all the right places? Then you'll love the all-new Southern Border Wall. Perfect for stopping the illegal flow of narcotics, criminals, and migratory land mammals. Because it can't be penetrated. Hear what other famous walls are saying about the Southern Border Wall. Fenway Park's Green Monster says,
I would totally bang that wall, bro.
Says the Great Wall of China.
你好，如果你被就强行了，给我打电话。
And the Great Barrier Reef says,
I haven't been this turned on since I had that three-way with those tiger sharks.
so call now because one way or another, these bricks are getting laid tonight.
My God. You know, Doctor, you're from Canada. We need a wall for Canada.
Not from Canadians, no. But, you know, with this issue, I wish that people could just talk openly about it. You know, as I mentioned, I'm a horrible liberal. But the way that liberal journalists cover this is as though people who are in support of the wall are all racist, xenophobic, bigoted, anti-immigration. And I don't think it's fair to conflate everyone who's concerned about security with any of those things.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you are, let's say, if you are a liberal, you can applaud. If you are a liberal, you want to have a really beautiful safety net, but you can't have a beautiful safety net if you don't have a border, because then no border, beautiful safety net creates total chaos, right, Kat?
I guess.
Why did I go to you?
Why would you go to me? Whenever we talk about the wall, it just feels like a personal attack.
It is.
Because I'm going to say that I'm not for the wall, and everyone's going to be mean to me on the internet. And it's pretty tough, guys. No, I mean, but it's not going to, this isn't going to work because of the executive order, because of what he mentioned. He's going to get sued. Lawyers going to have a field day with this. If he had been able to do this through Congress, then he would have had some legal protection. He would have had the authorization to take the private land in order to build the wall. But he's not going to have that. So I don't think it's going to work.
That was a bit too technical for me.
Sorry, I'm auditioning for special report.
Okay, she's only half kidding. Tyrus?
I don't like talking about the wall because people get upset. I think what he did is what he was forced to do, but I always say the same thing. This isn't about a wall and this isn't about a border. This is about the 2020 election.
Right.
The Democrats are convinced that they stop him from getting the wall, they stop him from getting reelected.
Yeah, that's true.
So he trumped their card. Fine, you're gonna give me that. I'm gonna make up the difference.
Yeah.
He gets the wall, and I think he's bought into that.
Yeah.
So he gets the wall at the expense of having to declare a national emergency, which I'm against, but I understand why. opposition doesn't help anyone. Obstruction doesn't help anyone.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. So he was forced to do this. And I think ultimately this is going to come back on the Democrats. Once again, the Democrats just don't. Democrats are crazy. Democrats invite you in, Amazon. Democrats kick you out, Amazon. Like they just really don't know what they're doing. So like,
true.
So they give him money, but then they know he's gonna what he was gonna do at the expense of the American people. So it's just. It's sad times because they're so worried about what's going to happen in 2020.
Yeah. Instead
of just running on issues and letting America choose, that we're stuck in these situations.
It is true. Mark?
And that's how you get unaroused.
Yes. Take us home. What are your thoughts, Mark?
I can't get the "They're Gonna Sue Us in the Ninth Circuit" song out of my head now. I'd like to be, and particularly when they get to the verse about "and they're gonna sue us in the appellate division," I like that. I would like to be listening to the "They're Gonna Sue Us in the Ninth Circuit" song. We're smoking pot with Kamala Harris and watching bricks getting laid.
Yes.
I think that would be the ultimate American experience. You said, should we have a wall on the Canadian border? Obama had that in the stimulus.
Really?
Yeah, he seized farmland on the Vermont-Quebec border where they get two cars an hour. Anyone here from North Troy, Vermont?
Anyone? Stand up. Don't be shy.
No, exactly. There's no
Show
one
yourself.
there. They get 2 cars an hour. And
My God, somebody stood up and she's naked.
And he
Thanks,
put this
Greg.
thing. He put this thing like he widened that. He put this thing like the Spaceship Enterprise in the middle of the Northwoods. They widened it to 8 lanes for 2 cars an hour.
Yeah.
That's 1 lane for each car and 6 for the Department of Homeland Security to go bowling in. I mean, this is like on the Canadian border. We will have a wall. We'll be walled out long before any Mexicans are. That's just the way they do things in Washington.